Good morning, cousin, and welcome to our daily divination ceremony. This divination ceremony is specially curated for neurodivergent, black sheep, cycle breaking, queerdo witches. All right, I know that's very specific, but I'm intentionally being very specific. My name is Jen Marie. I'm an initiated high priestess and sorceress of chaos. I wrote the Grimoire of the Ungovernable, founded an international resource center for neurodivergent witches, and we are doing very big things, making very big moves in order to support the international coven of witches that we do. Happy summer solstice to the Northern Hemisphere witches. Any big plans for the day? I actually got together on, was it yesterday? Was it yesterday that we recorded the podcast? Time is very strange here at Weird Brook. We recorded our podcast. It's called Wisdom in the Weave on Saturday. We did a live recording and we actually talked about the summer solstice ritual that we did here at Weird Brook. Weird Brook is a 200-year-old 80-acre homestead in rural New England that our coven uses as a sanctuary and rehabilitation center. So there, we had this amazing ritual, and I gotta say that, first of all, writing group rituals and facilitating group rituals is a special interest of mine, and I have a reputation for the rituals that I write and present to communities. And this was one of the best release rituals I've ever written and the most fun. And I'm probably going to be talking about it for a while because it was amazing and involved table flipping. It was so great. That's all I'm going to give you. If you want to hear about the full ritual that we did, which again was amazing, it involved table flipping, a 200-year-old barn, and dancing, like a lot of dancing. And that's all I'm going to give you because you can go to Spotify and listen to the full podcast, or you can watch the live recording on our YouTube channel. I think I said all of the things. I actually couldn't possibly say all of the things because we are always doing so much. Like I said, we're making really big moves to support a very specific demographic of our global communities. And if you are like, oh, wait, what's going on? Go to the app that we created. A bunch of autistic witches got together and developed an app, a community app space that is neurodivergent friendly and trauma informed. and because of the nature of our community. And we've always got something going on that you're probably going to want to get involved in. So, including this divination ceremony. The way I do this is a little bit different than what you're accustomed to because I only read for witches. And I refuse to engage with you as if you don't have access to the same information I do. You're just interpreting it through the lens of your own perspective. And we're supposed to. I will give space in this divination ceremony for you to be able to repair your relationship with your intuition because that is my priority. I have absolutely no interest in you becoming dependent on my relationship with mine. A lot of work, and I have things to do. Okay. I'm going to start this divination ceremony by taking 3 deep breaths, and then I'm going to do the ceremony that I do to prepare my mind, body, and spirit for divination to get the clearest message possible. I'm going to be using tarot cards. They are right there. In order to do this, You are welcome to participate as well. There will be witches participating in the comments and sharing the cards that they drew as well. If you are watching this in the playback or listening to this in the playback, you're welcome to join in and pull cards also and leave what you pull in the comments of the video recording. All right. Your mark is set, go. Let's do this. But first, let's hydrate. I really hope I remember that I didn't fully thread the lid on that water bottle. I really hope I remember that. Am I going to stop and rethread the lid on the water bottle now? No, no, I'm not. Did I mention I have raging ADHD? Adjust your expectations accordingly. It's wild in here, guys. It's wild. Let's go. Roll your shoulders if you have to, or if you need to, stim if you need to. Yeah, it'll be a fun surprise. Solstice blessings. Dump water all over yourself. Have your flash dance moment. Circle back, Jen. Come on. Everybody's watching. Oh my God. Welcome to my world, guys. I actually, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna stop. So Ocean is our mod god today. Ocean had a workshop yesterday. They're at Weirdbrook now visiting, and we're doing some work together for the next few weeks. We're actually doing something really exciting, by the way, and it's a surprise, and we're not going to tell you about it yet because you're going to ask us when it's ready, like, because it's so great. Anyway, so Ocean was doing a workshop last night. And I don't usually attend the workshops that are going on at the resource center for lots of reasons, but I haven't attended in a few years and I forgot why. I forgot why I don't usually go to the workshops. And I was starting to like feel a little bit bad about it. I was like, am I abandoning my friends? You know, am I like not showing support? So Ocean's doing a workshop last night. And they invited me to attend, and I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to do this. The problem with my giftings is that it's great when like it's like me, but I am a horrible distraction in like workshops and things like that. I cannot help myself. I can't help but say shit. I can't help but I can't sit still. I can't help but make faces. It's a problem. And during the workshop last night, Ocean, it has their laptop up and is talking right here, and they had me sit right here so that I'm like just off screen, so they just have to glance there, and like my face is in their peripherals. And oh my God, it was so hard. I think I did a good job. But, yeah, the reason I don't go to workshops is because I am a really distracting individual, and I cannot help but kinda not make fun, but not make fun of everything. No, you can't take me anywhere, and that's why I'm locked up in a 200-year-old homestead because I'm like this everywhere I go. I'm like this in the grocery store. Speaking of Flashdance, the song came on one time when Morgana and I were in a grocery store in rural New England, mind you. And I was like, isn't there a dance to this? Like, what's the dance? And so right in the middle of the grocery aisle, Morgana and I are working out the dance to like Flashdance. Like I have zero shame and I do not like I'm Am I fun to hang with, Ocean? The cackle is strong, but you do not want me in the back row of your workshop. You don't even want me in the front row where you can keep an eye on me. It's not Oceans. I'm like, nope. I can't help it. I can't help it. And I don't like being an asshole, but it's surprising how often I end up like stumbling into that. Okay. Now I'm going to start by taking 3 deep breaths and we're going to get into it. I humbly invite all that is fire within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is air within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is earth within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is water within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I beckon to this system May we now align as one, for my cousins are the elements, and so the moon and sun. I call to those who love me. You are welcome in this space, for our nature is united, sharing magic, life, and grace. Now we make a declaration of intention. I choose now in this moment to align with my whole self, to pull the book that tells my story from its place upon the shelf. I enter now this circle made of trust and hope and power, and I show up for my practice in this place and at this hour, because I am home. Can you hear that black cat behind me eating? Because I sure can. He's like shoving his face in the bowl so hard that food is spilling out over the sides, and he's like snorting and gulping. You're missing out. It's quite the and then he just like jumps off. It's funny. And Helvey, there is no expectation for you to calm down. Not even a little bit. In fact, we're probably going to wind you up and send you out into the world. Here, have all of the power you want. Go get it. He sure is enjoying that food with his whole self, like all of it, his entire self, and probably all of his like 9 lives. Like just shove his face in the bowl so hard the food goes everywhere. Okay. Every time I fold the little bag that holds my deck, I have like a Mr. Rogers moment, you know what I mean? Of like when he takes his sweater off every time he like comes in. Am I aging myself? Ocean's not making any reactions like they're recognizing. Do you know who Mr. Rogers is, Ocean? Oh my God. Okay. So those of you that understand what I'm saying, you know how Mr. Rogers takes his jacket off and he puts on a sweater and then he changes his little loafers. I feel like that when I like fold up the the little bag. Mr. Rogers was the shit, by the way. For those of you that don't know who Mr. Rogers was. Is it too early in the live for me to say shit about? We're about to find out. I do so well. I'm impressed with my restraint, my language. Hello, neighbor. It's a beautiful day in our neighborhood. Would you be mine? Won't you be mine? But where does our attention need to be today in order to bring the most expansion in our relationship with our life and our practice? There's a coffee shop in Alaska that I used to go to with my family. And they used to have, they had a big screen over this like big fireplace. And they always had Bob Ross playing on the big screen. Loved that. Okay. So, card on the top of the deck represents where our attention needs to be today in order to bring the most expansion in our relationship with our life and our practice. Card on the bottom of the deck represents why we're not already doing that. How are we getting in our own way? Because we do. It's how we are. All right. I'm put my glasses on because there is a prompt on this card when I turn it, and I'm going to read directly from the prompt without influencing you and your initial interpretation of the card. I'm going to let you brew on it for a minute and ask yourself, if my guides were using this card to communicate a facet of my relationship with my life, what are they talking about? And then I'm going to give you my interpretation of what this feels like for our community. I'm going to try really hard not to influence you with my face, but we drew the tower upright. And I love how dramatic that was with how it was trying to focus on the card. Oh my God, I hope it doesn't every time. We drew the tower upright, so I'm going to read this to you. Massive, groundbreaking change is happening now or very soon. Change this large can often strike fear, but real growth often happens outside of your comfort zone. And the reversed, it's about the whole card. A crisis is looming, and you've been doing everything you can to keep it from reaching a boiling point. The foundation you're sitting on is ruined and needs to be broken apart so that you can build something stronger. The break will be difficult, but you're going to come out of this more powerful. Okay. Do you need me to read the upright again? It's pretty short. Massive, groundbreaking change is happening now or very soon. Change this large can often strike fear, but real growth often happens outside of your comfort zone. So, what does that mean to you? What does that feel like to you? What are they talking about? What's going on in your life right now that feels like this? Yes, Anna. Yes. Mwah. All right. I say this every time we draw the tower card. I love tower moments. I really do. I appreciate tower moments in my life because when you're experiencing a tower moment, what is crumbling to the ground is stuff that isn't aligned for you. It's stuff that I have, clung to because I believe it's safe, right? It's stuff rooted in a reality or an illusion of, like, safety or security, but the only reason it's, like, going is because I am, like, I've got my claws in it and I'm not letting go and I'm, like, making it work. That dynamic is unsustainable. It will inevitably collapse, and so I love it when the universe goes in and says, "Nope, knock it off," right? Let's just get this out of your way so that you can actually see what you have to work with, and you can rebuild something that is sustainable, okay? Tower moments usually mean that I'm clinging to some illusion, I'm lying to myself, and my whole world is come and crumble into the ground because I built that world on an illusion, and the only reason it was keeping afloat was because I was exerting so much effort into keeping that going. Um, Here's the thing, though, the little trick to engaging with tower moments is that if you know a tower moment is coming, that's the time to sit back and look at your life, right? To look at your life and say, okay, what am I clinging to? What am I in this like denial state about? Right. For me, it usually has to do with relationships. Usually it has to do with relationships. Like I'm trying to convince myself that like either someone is going to get to that point or they're not really like that. I just have to like show them that I will fix this or save them or whatever, right? Usually for me, it has to do with relationships, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. It could be a job that you are like thinking that if you work hard enough, you're going to get that promotion and it's going to pay off or whatever. And it's just this unsustainable, horrific situation for you. All right. So when you sit back and you're like, hey, what facets of my life am I clinging to? What am I like pouring myself into based on the belief that something is like they'll change, they'll come around, things will change. If I just work harder, things will change. If and it's usually that. If I work harder, if I pour more into, I'm just about there. If you deal with that situation, if you recognize, let's look at the relationship, right? You sit back and you're like, "Oh, this relationship that I'm having to like pour all of myself into this to keep it going, and if I stepped back, it would fall to the ground because I'm the only one investing in this." That's a really good indicator of problems. If you feel like if you stopped, it would come crumbling to the ground, that is usually a tower kinda dynamic. It's unsustainable the way that you're engaging with it right now. So address it right then rather than waiting for it to come crumbling to the ground and take your whole life with it. You don't have to wait for the tower to fall for you to move out of it, right? So look at what's going on in your life and move out. Move out, get out of the tower, right? It's going to come down. You don't have to be in it for that to happen. But you do have to be honest and real with yourself because you're lying to yourself somewhere. You're lying to yourself. Okay. So now you got to look at what you're in resistance to or in denial of that is influencing your ability to engage with the tower in a healthier way or in an expansive way, because that's our question. The 10 of Wands reversed. So I'm going to read this. I'm gonna need to get me some bifocals soon. I keep like this constant putting my glasses on. Anyway, stop taking the weight of the world on your shoulders and learn to delegate a share of the work. You're feeling the beginning stages of burnout, so invest in your mental health. The 10 of Wands may be telling you that now is a good time to purge, declutter, and simplify your life, and you'll find benefit from better organization. And the upright is you're almost there. You may have unconsciously or consciously taken on extra responsibilities, but you know that the blood, sweat, and tears you've put in are about to pay off. Remember, this is what you're in resistance to or in denial of that is influencing your ability to engage with the tower well. Oh, you did? That's fun. I love it when we draw multiple cards or like the same card. We always draw multiple cards, but when we draw the same card. Oh, the best way for you to identify this tower dynamic that you have going on in your life right now. You've got a tower dynamic going on, right? Tower is going to come down. The best way for you to identify what you need to address before the tower comes down is to look at where you feel burnt out. Where do you feel stretched? In what ways are you being a control freak about it, right? Got to have your hands in everything because that's the only way it's going to stay up and going. Same thing with the relationship stuff, your interpersonal relationships. Are you having to like control the narrative or the story? Are you having to uh, kind of be in the know in order to navigate your social dynamic? That's a one-way ticket to burnout. Yeah, this is a really nice pairing for the for this reading, right? It's very much saying that the way to identify this tower dynamic that you have in your life is for you to look at the places that you are refusing to delegate, refusing to let others come in and help you, to share the physical, mental, or emotional labor in relationships. If that's not shared and you're having to put a lot more in, that's probably your tower moment going on. You're about ready to crash. So address it now because you don't have to be in the tower when it falls. It's going to fall. Right? That's what this is. Thinking about, and I tell you guys frequently, these readings apply to me as well. All right. I'm not above this. I'm all up in it with you. And so today I'm going to be looking at, this is a constant process for me. I am a a constant practice of delegation, of do I really need to be involved in this? Because of the nature of the work that I do. Uh, in what facets can I delegate out? And I'm pretty good and on top of it, but there's always something. Well, we always find something. Right. So that's your witch work for the day. That is your witch work. Shall we close out this circle? Oh, thank you, Ocean, for reminding me. you are new to the app space that we have, or new to the Resource Center, to Bright and Dark Center, which is a deeper mystery school for neurodivergent black sheep cycle breaking queerdos. We have it's big. It's big. It's established. It's a whole ecosystem. And it can be overwhelming when you first get in there to figure out kind of where you fit in. And so, Silver, our professor of myth and magic, is available for you to schedule a 15-minute kind of quick Q&A to ask questions about what it is we're doing, to share with Silver about your practice and what you're wanting, where you're needing help. And if you think of them like a guidance counselor, they can direct you to the resources that you need in order to get what you're wanting, what you came for. And it's free. We don't charge. Thank you, Silver. So you can go to that little like widget thing and schedule a free like 15-minute chat with them. All right. See, this is part of the delegation. You don't have to get all your information from me. There are plenty of witches. Right? Okay. Let's close out this working, hand on your heart, and take a deep breath. This working is now closing, but the magic has just begun. We humbly thank the elements and both the moon and sun. To all who chose to bless this flow, I now sincerely thank you. May our practice be expansive and our course be clear and true. All right, witches. I will see you tomorrow, same time, same place. And until then, if you can't be good at it. Bye.